at the enterprise plan for Scoop.it, and more specifically the WordPress integration feature and our newsletter feature. But I'm also going to go over the general publication of a post. So this here is your main page for your account. You need to imagine having your company colours and logos on this page, and also having your personal topics. A topic is basically going to be your content hub. Imagine an online magazine where you can add and curate as much content as you would like. So to find content, you can go onto My Research Content. From here, on the left side, you can see all of the searches that I've previously created. And here we're going to choose this one, Data Science. If I go into the edit page, you can see my keywords that I've chosen. I've chosen for them to be contained exactly as they're written here. You can choose also for them to be contained in any shape or form. This means that if you have the word data at one point and further along in the phrase you're going to have the word science, that's also going to be pulled up. You can also exclude keywords or phrases. You can search for your keywords within the title or the content, which is going to be a larger search, or within the domain. These keywords have a Boolean logic. This means that you can add as many ands or ors as you would like to the search. Here I've chosen to also search for content that isn't a subdomain of inteam.fr. Once you've chosen your keywords, you can then move on to deciding a time frame within which you'd like to search for, the language, and then you can choose to sort your content through relevance, freshness, or popularity. You're also able to pick and choose which sort of content you want to have. All of that is modifiable at any point. You can also set an email alert to daily for only weekdays, weekly, or never. Same that you can come back and change it whenever you like. Once you set your keywords, you're going to be able to have a look at the selection of content made by the algorithm. So once you find an article that's interesting, you can just click publish. From here, you're going to have the publication window. Here you can choose which topic you'd like to publish in. Here I'm going to publish into a topic that's connected to WordPress. You can see that by this little logo. And here I have the category within which I'm going to publish. So just to come back, here is the topic on its own. To integrate to WordPress, you need to go into the integration tab and then choose the integrate with WordPress section. Here you can see that my WordPress is connected and the sections that I can publish in. So we're going to come back here to the publication window. So here you need to add your insight, which is the most important part because it's going to add value. So you want to put your expert opinion. The ideal is about 200 to 300 words to really expose fully your point of view and boost your SEO. You can also publish to various social channels and modify your insight if you want it to fit a bit better for that specific social channel. For instance, on Twitter, you're going to need a shorter insight. From here, you can also go into the edit mode. You can add some tags to your scoop to make it easier to find for your readers. You can edit the short quote from the post. You can put certain sections in bold if you want to make some words stand out, change the size of the fonts, etc. You can also edit the image within the article, and here you're going to have a link to the original source. So once you're happy with all of that, you can then click publish, and this is going to push your article to your topic and directly to your WordPress also. So that's published. So if we come back here to our topic, you can now see that our post is there. And so if I come on to our WordPress, which is a fairly basic WordPress, but I'll show you some others in a minute. So here we have our 3 categories. So I published into the big data category. And from here, I have my article, my opinion, the short quote, and the original source. Whatever setup you choose to have your articles in, it's going to be respected by Scoop.it. So if you choose to have them in columns, they will go into columns, the size of the image, the font, everything. For example, here is another one. All of these articles have been found on Scoop.it and pushed through to their WordPress. And you see another one here, which is more of a news feed. This is another one also. So as you can see, they've all got very different presentations and the graphics are completely different. And another last example. So you can really do something that resonates with you or your company. So another way to find content on Scoop.it is also going to be through the feed reader. So here you have the various sources that I've previously added. If I go into manage source, I can add an RSS feed, a Twitter user, a Twitter list, YouTube channel. This is going to be really interesting if you want to monitor a certain website, a certain other company, anything that's really specific. So you can organize them into sources here. You can change the name by clicking onto the group names. And then if I come back onto the feed reader, I can choose where I'd like to look at some content. For instance, if I choose the New York Times, I'm going to have all the articles that have been published by the New York Times. And from there, same method, click on publish, add your insight, social channels, etc. The last solution is going to be the bookmarklet. This is a little extension that you need to add into your favorites bar. And this is going to enable you to publish directly onto Scoop.it when you're browsing the web, or if your coworker sends you an article which you think is interesting, you can just open that article and then click on your little extension and you'll have directly the publication page, which is going to enable you to publish directly to Scoop.it without changing websites. So one of the other really used features on the website is going to be the newsletter. So here you have all of your previously created newsletters. You can create them from a template, but generally for companies, we tend to create a personalized template for you with your logos, with your colors, however you would like to display the content, which fits best for you and for your readers. So here for the example, I'm going to choose this template. So I just select it, and from here, with a simple drag and drop, I can add the articles which I think are interesting to my newsletter. You can then obviously edit it again if you want to make it shorter, longer, so on and so forth, add some bolds, change the layout of your text. Then you can also add some text widgets or images, separators, to move around the content within the newsletter itself. You can also change the colours to the title, the articles, and the background. And then once you've created it, you can connect it to a mailer. You can download it, send it to yourself, get the code, etc. Or you can create a campaign. If you choose to create the campaign, this will means that it's going to be sent directly through Scoop.it. This means that Scoop.it manages it from the beginning to the end for you, and you're then going to be able to have access to all of the statistics of those newsletters. You're going to be able to have a look at the click rates, the number of clicks, which articles have been clicked, how often, etc. So that's about it for me. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us and we'll get back to you.